What can I do about you? Ask about fur. Ask for fur? The moops have brightly coloured, soft-looking fur. How do we get that? Large, heavy-looking rocks cover the many holes. The moops must be stronger than they look to lift these rocks so easily. They're not getting too upset by this, which I find curious. How do I get this thing's fur? Also, not done my editing yet, but I do wonder if I can get that trap, perhaps. The trap with the fox. You keep seeing differently coloured moops come out of each hole. They either lead to large underground caverns, or they are all connected under the earth. You know what I'm trying to do. I'm thinking there's fur in that hole. Cast open, maybe? The open spell only works on locks and small closed things. Is that a bug? I'm loading. I don't know what happened there. I tried to cast open, then I went back into the sheets to see if that was consuming magic points or not. $37, I think it is using magic, so if I cast open... 36. Yeah, we're losing magic by doing that. Talk to Green Meep, or just talk to Meep. That's doing something, but at this point I lose control. I suspect that's a bug. I'll give it a minute, but I don't expect anything to happen. Yeah, this is nothing. Okay. What can I do? I'll kill you at least. And just get out of this screen without dying, that would be lovely. My god, what the hell? How can I guess their fur? I don't know. We use rocks for doors. They keep us dry and warm. I've got a feeling that this is nothing. Not right now, anyway. Hell. I could drink one of those healing potions to survive this, but I kind of don't want to use those right now. So at the moment, I just need to think of an idea, something that I can do to progress this playthrough, but I'm struggling to think what to do. Other than just doing menial work at the stables, perhaps, or maybe I can go down and speak to the Antwerp. That thing was not moving, and I suspect from the way it was just bouncing around on the screen that it's not hostile. This thing here. Antwerps are on the endangered species list. They are rarely seen. Can I talk to you? No one responds. I did not think that it could kill me like that. Your figure remains still in silence. The old ticker just couldn't keep going. Maybe you shouldn't have missed the annual visit with your local healer. Is that because we ran out of stamina? I'm guessing so, but I'm not sure. We can move it around, we can bounce it around, but what's the point? Stamina is 17 to 27. 11, 17, 38. So we do that. We lose health, okay. I can move this thing around, and my immediate thought is there is a one-way path leading towards the brigands area. Look at this thing though, it's trying to block me from getting past it. The rocks were left here by some receding glacier. What is this thing trying to do? Broccoli, you loosen up to fight. Confident and loose, you approach the Antwerp. Holy mackerel! Where did it just go? You look around and see rocks and grass, but no Antwerp. The way it was behaving, it looked like it was guarding something on the left here. Oh wow. Your spell has unlocked the lock on the rock, but it is not yet powerful enough to open the rock door. It's already unlocked. Push rock. You're not strong enough yet to open the rock door. Yeah, it looked like he was guarding something here. By golly, it's an Antwerp. Yeah, it did look a bit sus. You find a keyhole concealed in a crack in the rock. We can do that, and I think I should. Your spell has unlocked the lock, so we can get inside, but... I don't suppose you can open it for me? Drink soothes as it goes down. That didn't do much. Okay, I don't believe we can get him to open it for us. I can fight him and that can get rid of him, but I don't feel that's the right choice. It just jumps out of the way. And I don't believe the vibration of the ground is doing anything dumb there, but let me just try. Cast open. Not close enough to a rock. Yeah, the way it's guarding here, that looked very suspicious. What else can I do? That's funny, it bounced right off. You seem to have scared the Antwerp with your behaviour. Yeah, that's not cool. What about my other spell which I've not used yet? Suddenly, a feeling of peace and tranquility permeates the area. Even more so now that we're dead. Okay, there's a lock there. If we were stronger, we could maybe move that rock. I don't expect this to work for a moment, but I'll try it anyway. Trying to type anything here. Cast Calm. No animation of us getting killed, okay? Calm does not work on the brigands. You knew this job was dangerous. This was not the ending you had in mind when you read the manual on how to be a hero. Either you just aren't ready to take on this situation, or there is a better way to accomplish your mission. Let's unlock that. That seems like a good idea. Me getting hit there does not. I cannot spell today. You are not strong enough yet to open the rock door. Do I need to sweep the stables for the next 500 hours or so? Maybe I do. I've got to be honest, I can't think of anything better to do. Gotta turn ourselves into a fighter. The centaur stops raking as you approach. Sorry, sir. I did not mean to do that. Let's walk up here. Open the door, Carl. So 14 strength, we're going to gain strength by doing this, I think. We are 5 silvers richer, which is enough to pay for a room. Although not a meal. Can I only do that once a day? Strength goes up by 2. I think we gain some experience as well, but I'm not sure. Who are you? The man has the muscles of a trained athlete and is apparently quite skilled with the sword. If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face. Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask me about something interesting to me. You can't train us. Ask about man. I am the weapon master. The sword is the finest of all weapons. It requires an equal measure of skill and strength. It's not for sale. Ask about the Baron, maybe. The Baron had the wisdom to recognize greatness when I presented myself. Thus, he made me weapon master. Also, I have a massive penis. Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of the muscle strength and agility's control. It is an art in the outwitting and outmaneuvering of the opponents. I am, of course, a most skilled artist. If you were a swordsman skilled in both attack and parry, we could have had a practice bout. I really want him to come with me to help take out the brigands. Alright, so you have nothing for me. The barracks, you don't care. I can come here and raise my strength, but that's about it. Okay. I've unlocked the door. I've gained something in the open skill at least, at long last. What else can I do? I mentioned I picked up the final spell, or what I think is the final spell, so let's go this way. Am I in the correct area? If not, I'm trapped. I am. I cannot pronounce that. I don't even know what language that is. No matter how strong you feel at the bottom of the mountain, you're always more exhausted. Yep, we know about that. You don't give up easily, do you? Here come your questions. What is your name? Who do you seek here? What is the Baron's first name? That is correct. The wizard will now see you. Go directly up to the tower. Do not dally. And immediately falls asleep. So, can I go around to the sides here? I don't believe I can. No. Come in and sit down. Fenris, our guest, has arrived. Same thing there. Okay, so we're going straight into it. Have you learned the flame dart spell yet? I have. Do you know how to cast a trigger spell? The hell's trigger? I believe I gave a learning scroll to the hermit. You should talk to him about it. Do you know the difference between a cheetor and a comma? A cheetor has claws at the end of its paws, and a comma is a pause at the end of a clause. Fuck. Do you know what's big? Yeah, we know about this one. No. The hermit. Who the hell's a hermit? Henry is a hermit who lives by the flying falls to the south. Great sense of humour. That means he actually laughs at Erasmus's jokes. I think he borrowed something the last time I saw him, but I can't remember exactly what it was. Oh, well, Henry is a great one to talk to. But he hardly ever happens to have much to say. Okay, I know where he is, but the problem I've got is I don't know how to reach him. Well, if you really must go, we get teleported out, which saves us the trip down, I guess, but seems kind of rude. I was not looking at the screen, I was looking at my map. Okay, let's get out of here. Come on. I'll just keep going down. We hit this and then we go left, down, right. So this is where Henry lives. How do we get up here? The only thing you can open here is a door, and you're not skilled enough to do that. Hello? We can open the door, but that doesn't help me. And we only need to get the skill up to 8 to do that. What do I do? 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 So I've got it slowing down all the way now. If I go cast open and then just hit buttons. Okay, hang on. I need to get up there. But how? I don't believe going this way is any help, unless this log is sus. It's the only screen I've seen with a log. A tumbled passage of rocks and boulders leads upwards to the sea. Yeah, we've seen that. The waterfall is directly below me. How do we get up there? Also, what is this? I don't know if that's like a handle or something where I'm pointing. It looks weird. I can open the door now, but the problem I've got is he's opening the door and then immediately closing it. Oh, hello. After 10 minutes rest, you feel better. We've got some stamina points back. 7,422. 7,624, so we get some magic points and stamina points by resting. Yeah, we're not getting anything in climbing here. Open, zap, calm, flame dart, fetch. I could try casting calm, but I don't think that's going to be helpful. What is the purpose of calm? If I could guess up there, I can't throw something up there because my skill in throwing is 0. If I can get up there, then I could introduce myself to the Hermes, but I just don't see how I can do it. Climbing would serve no purpose right now. There's something about this log. I refuse to believe that's nothing. I mean, you're saying that nothing is to be gained, but I don't believe you. And this... whoa. That's going to be an Easter egg of some sort. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Didn't want to say it out loud. It must be your imagination. What would a submarine be doing in a fantasy adventure? Perhaps you'd rather be playing Codename Iceman. It has a submarine. Real talk, no. Iceman was garbage. I was really hoping that spell would be able to help me offensively, but it's not doing much. Okay. We get a couple of seconds to escape there, perhaps. Or cast flame darts and stuff like that. That's pretty much what I thought Calm would do. But right now I'm just trying to wander around the map here. I'm looking at my map, trying to think what the hell to do next. And I'm really struggling. Yeah, pause this for a few seconds here. I fight you. Yeah, we immediately go into standard combat. The peace spell is not really doing anything there. Or the calm spell, rather. Alright, so I need to give this some thoughts. I'm genuinely not sure what to do next. Maybe I'll get some ideas once I've done my editing. That's typically how this works. I get stuck, I do some editing, and then think, yeah, let me try this. And then I try it and it totally works. The fox and the trap are gone. Hopefully I did not need the trap. There's nothing here. Droggy, what did you want? He's talking a really big game. As you begin to cast your spell, we get effed up. Just like that. Wow. Just because he's big doesn't mean he's stupid. In matters of magic, I am your master. Seek not to slay me with sending so small. I don't think calm would help here, but let me try it anyway. He seems reasonably well spoken at the moment. He seems calm enough, so I don't think that will help. So I'll try it anyway because I can't think of much else to do. Other than just waking up each day and sweeping the stable. No, he doesn't even like that. Okay. And if I try approaching him, he's just going to strike me down. Well, no, he's not actually, but... can I fight you? We don't even get the standard interface. The bigger they come, the harder they hit. Next time, pick on someone your own size. Are you interested in a mushroom, sir? The giant looks at you in disgust. Apparently, you did not offer what he desires. What does he desire? What does he want? Waste not my wits, for I weary of words. My axe, it is asking for action and more. Oh. Really? You ought to be honest, I was hoping we could do something here, like move into another screen. Okay, well, what purpose does he serve then? I think maybe we can give him something and get him on our side, but I'm not sure how. None of this will be useful, and I know it. What does he want, though? Maybe he wants like a trophy or something, so that we can prove that we are a good fighter. That's my best guess. That'll reset you for sure. I could probably sleep there during the day, couldn't I? Take another handful of the lovely fragrant flowers. The sweet juicy fruits of the tree is amazingly satisfying and refreshing. Yet we don't get much out of that. Can't just sleep during the daytime. Watch me. You're too impatient to rest right now, really? We can't do that all the time, okay. The reason I came here was to try and negotiate with this ogre. Did not mean to hit that. No one responds. Can I cast Calm to get past you, perhaps? I can. Let's take a look inside your cave. Oh, fuck. That's a bear. As your eyes adjust from sunlight to darkness, you examine the interior of this eerie cavern. You sense something moving off to your right. The cavern contains some impressive formations and is rather beautiful, as caves go. I wonder if we can find a sparkling gem in here. On one side of this cavern is a creature which looks like a large bear. A very large bear rears up as you approach. It looks hungry and dangerous. I'm guessing we can go past it. It looks like it might have a collar on its back right leg. Can't see very well, indeed. I don't know how to spell for that. We've done this trick before. Is it going to work again? It is. Yeah, look at this. There is a manacle and chain attached to the bear's leg. The magic about the bear's manacle is too great for your open spell, really. How much magic do we have? Yeah, I'll keep burning it. Okay, we're out of points. That's not good. This section of the cave has an eerie quality. This part of the cavern is spacious and multi-leveled. Phosphorescent fungus illuminates the cavern with an unearthly glow. On a rocky platform above the cave floor is a kobold, one of the race of ugly, miserly creatures known for their skill in magic. Hello. I missed all that. You've been deep fried. You are overcome by the power of the kobold wizard's magic. You need to either practice your skills more or plan a better attack strategy. Okay. Did I just get points for casting Calm there? I did. 5 points. Interesting. You could also perhaps release that thing. What I'm not certain of is how the hell do we get out of here? Because if I try going back, I suspect there's going to be a very pissed off bear right here. Or left here, I should say. Yeah. I need the points to be able to get through this. Okay. That was all very quick. Your foot slips on the wet cavern something something. You go! You don't stay here! Whatever's being shown there, it's very quick. You'd better not. This cave is not recommended by the Michelin Guide. You just bumped into something on the floor. It feels like a large wooden chest, but you don't see anything there. You cannot see the chest, but it feels fairly large and is too heavy to carry. The key doesn't fit in the chest. What key? It must be for a different lock. Take key? Can't reach the key from here. I've got no idea what I'm looking at. This is very confusing. Cast open. Hello? You go! You don't stay here! Okay. I assume we're going this way. Hiding behind these little rocks here to try and stay out of line of sight. The kobold casts a spell with which you are not familiar. The kobold doesn't look very calm. In fact, it looks totally unaffected by your spell. Okay. I missed that. Oh. That reflect. Okay, maybe this is the way to do this, but I don't have much MP to work with. What's he saying when I cast the first flame dart? Cast a spell with which you are not familiar? What's on the table there? Some sort of food? Mushrooms? Sits in a pile on the stone table. It looks almost edible to a kobold. It's bumped into something, we know where it is. Makes a scuffing noise. Alright, so I'm on my way out, sir. Please don't attack me. I've got to imagine that's a one-shot. Practice your skills more or find a different strategy. Yeah, we can't get much closer here, unfortunately. You pick up the kobold's mushrooms and put them in your pack. They look like the same mushrooms. If I eat one of them... The mushrooms from the fairy ring are pretty good, so you hear. However, when they're mixed with kobold toadstools, that's a horse of a different colour. You eat some of the kobold's fungus. Within seconds, your insides feel like they're on fire. Guess you're not a kobold, huh? We get a different message here. We don't actually see the... What do you call that? We don't actually see the message at the top there. Didn't anyone warn you about eating other people's food? Death by toadstools doesn't leave mushroom for improvements. You ingest a few of the mushrooms from the fairy ring, they taste delicious. Yeah, no. I was hoping that would give me some light here to work with, but no. Is there anything I can do here? I can do that. Oh, you've woken the kobold. Right, let's get out. He's still awake. Can we talk to the kobold, perhaps? The kobold seems more interested in frying you with ball lightning than in talking to you. There's gold in this chest, but how do I get there? How do I reach it? Where the chest was, you see numerous pieces of gold and silver. You add 10 gold and 60 silver coins to your money pouch. That is 16 gold altogether, and that is not insignificant. But this gold is very, very pissed off with us. Is there a trick to this? We're doing it on him directly, which is a terrible idea. I don't think there's a strategy there. I'm going to take a look at the manual and see if there's any commands that I'm missing, perhaps. Okay, we've got sneak, but that is a thief skill. We can also ask about heroes in certain places. You're about as stealthy as the average goon. Yeah. He wakes up instantly the moment we do that. Who's over there? I can cast that and completely miss. He reflects it, which I don't know how to survive that first hit, but okay. Trying to think of anything that I can do here. Health points. Let me drink a healing potion. That gives me 16 points. To be clear, I don't think I can kill this thing, but I kind of want to try. Oh wow, that did hit him. Gonna be out of MP in a sec. Yeah, okay. That hit me for 10 points. I think the only thing we really get here is this money here. I don't have time for that. So we can do it maybe as a first action when we arrive here, get the money and then go. I think the only thing we might be able to do is unlock this thing's manacle. I'll walk in front of it, it's going to get very upset. Yep. Boy, that's smart. Your last thoughts, although trivial, gently loft you towards infinity. I wonder if the bear's paws were clean. Most probably not, it's in a cave. This is a dank and dark cave. Can I kill the bear? Now, I was thinking that maybe what you could do is, you know, because it's shackled, we just sneak up behind it and then, you know, slit its throat or something from behind. I don't know how bears work. I live in Australia, we don't have bears. Well, not bears in the wild anyway. But honestly, I think we can unlock this thing and let it loose on its master, perhaps. The skill is 8. We can get the skill up to 20 and that's not good enough. How much do I get by opening this chest? There's a chest right there, damn it. Cast open. Wow, the chest must have been booby-trapped. You can really feel the damage from the blast. We're at 0 health. That's interesting. If I can grab that and get out of here, then I'll consider that a win. But open went up to 10, which is a good sign. Chest is booby-trapped, and unfortunately we can't cast a spell from a distance. We need to be close to it. Maybe there's a chance that I can grab the treasure and go. What does that really do though? What does money do for me? I'm not sure. So is there something on the left there? Fungus is slimy and firmly attached to the cave walls. You'd better leave it there. I could maybe try grabbing the gold. A potion would allow me to survive one hit as I leave here, perhaps. Cast open. Unfortunately, it's waking him up, which sucks. Means that getting around here is going to be close to impossible. Let me try this a couple of times. I want to see if there's any way out of here. Yeah, not sure why I need money, but that is a lot of money. And me trying to get out of that exit, I need to wait for him to teleport, don't I? And to get a potion could help me do this, so maybe... Do I swallow a potion? I don't know. Thing is, I'm not a fighter. If I was a fighter, I would have no problem, I think, grabbing this, and then just going outside and grinding goblins or something. Assuming that's possible. There's got to be a way out of here. What key? That's very confusing. The mushrooms there as well. What the hell do I do? This guy's a magic user, but I suspect we need sneaking skills to be able to do what we want to do here. Can we maybe remove the booby trap from the chest? That seems highly unlikely, but... I mean, we can't even see the chest, can we? You hack and pry at the chest, but you are not strong enough to force its lid. And he hears it. He's sometimes missing that first shot. And I don't know what determines that, whether it's my positioning, RNG, or something else. Let me disappear for a bit. I'm going to try a couple of times to do this, but if I can't make it work, I'll let you know. First attempt, and that was very close. Holy shit. Yeah, that hit me. Okay, note to self, Control V is the volume. Come on. Alright, I'm on 0 health points, but somehow I've managed to survive that. Is any of this a good idea or not, though? I don't know. Also, I've not forgotten that I want to try and release this bear. Skill is at 11. But the thing is, I have lost a lot of MP for that. We can get open up to 22. I think that's worth it. If I rest, I'll probably get most of the MP back. You. Can I just escape and run for dear life? Look at our stats up on the top left there. We are so dead. Now please sleep here. I need it. Thank you. You sleep comfortably among the fragrant flowers. We awake as the sun begins to rise on day 4. Yeah, there we go. I got our stats back. Intelligence has gone up, vitality's gone up, luck has gone up. Agility is still trash. We are relatively rich though, look at that. 19 gold coins, roughly, give or take. Is this what this game is? So we just need to, I guess, grind things out. I don't know. I can get around you. I don't need to calm you down. I say that and then I can't get around you. Yeah, this guy's hitbox is a little bit too large. Maybe I can go down there and this way now. There we go. Fucking hell. I'm trying to escape and I can't type it. I should be able to get back in that cave. There we go. Can I release the bear? Also, it's Kobold's still going to be very pissed off with me. We can get opened up to 38 and that is not helping. Are you awake? You're nice. I can take his food. I can run for dear life. I did not mean to do that. Thought. It's a very quick thought, but let me try it. You know what I want to do. You know that bears can't talk. Hi there, I represent Ditto Realty. We have some lovely properties that are proven bargains. We know that's true because we've sold them so many times. Weird. Give mushrooms a bear. Yes, I do. I want him to eat it and see pretty colours. Okay, so I can go back in there. I can practice my spells, in particular open, but I don't see how that really helps me. The other thing I'm not certain about is zap. Like, does it do more damage if I increase its skill? It's up to 26, and unless I can now find someone, you'll do. That's not really doing any more damage. Got anything nice apart from 5 silvers? You do nice. Okay, well... how does that help me? Hunger has been totally satisfied. We don't need rations, but I can just come here and eat the fruit. So I'll probably get to the end of the game, and then the game's going to go, you ate the fruit of the sacred tree, therefore you deserve to die. What do I do next?